Um, Good morning. Damn it. Um, it is 11:17 a.m. January 1st, 2026. Um, I wanted to record something, like a few words and whatnot. Kind of like how the doubt video that I put up a bit ago, was like formatted, but I wanted to kind of to do this off the cuff, like just like an improvisation of words, instead of like writing out a script and like trying to think of my words and whatnot. I really just wanted this to be speaking from the heart, from the mind. So this is gonna be a very probably rough and raw recording. Probably with maybe little to no editing at all. I just really wanted to get a lot of my thoughts out there and really just talk. 2025 was a very boring year for me, in comparison to 2024, because 2024 was an insane year for me, because that was the year when I officially became a homeowner, bought my house. I own a house now. I'm in my house right now, obviously. I went to so many like concerts and events during 2024, like going to Miku Expo, going to see Baby Metal live, going to see a band called OMA from the UK, and Shingo 2, who performed with Nujabes, and saw them perform Nujabes music live, seeing Kikuo live, seeing the Hall Live World Stage Tour at AWA, Anime Week in Atlanta. What else was there? Also a bunch of other concerts that my brother wanted me to go with him, but yeah, it was a very eventful 2024. And then 2025 rolls around, and it was okay. It was a very, I think it's just because I made the conscious decision to make 2025 a more relaxed year compared to 24, just because I was moving around so much and traveling, and I was like, you know what, let's take it easy for 25. Let's take it easy for 25, and I did. But also it was just a very, boring, a very content year, which I'm not opposed to. It was great. It was fine. But it does have me wishing that I did more, which I feel like a lot of people do. When the new year hits and you're like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. But I don't know. There were two highlights for 25. Well, two big highlights, and then like some small highlights here and there amidst this very mid-year. Like how back in April I went to go see, Kendrick Lamar live in concert, and that shit was, awesome. Like that was just fucking awesome. And then just doing my best slowly but surely to be more interactive with people, with communities, really just trying to just have my toes like dipped in like different fandoms here and there, but I still felt like I didn't find my place fully, still felt like I didn't belong anywhere. So I was like in this very weird limbo state. But that wasn't until the second big highlight, which was just going on 2 weeks ago now? Two weeks ago now? Where I returned back to Anime Week in Atlanta for 2025. And this was technically my first time fully exploring the con, Because I went to the World Stage Tour for Hololive back in 24, but I just went to AWA for the concert and then I dipped. Like, that was it. I didn't get a chance to explore the convention or anything. I would just, just showed up at the concert and then left. Just because around that time, I was having like a big family get together. We were celebrating my grandparents' 50th anniversary. So, obviously, I didn't want to spend a lot of time away from family, because we had so much family fly in from everywhere to celebrate this anniversary. But anyway, I digress. I spent 2 days at AWA. I drove to Atlanta for about 2.5, 3 hours on Friday morning, stayed the night, and then I left Saturday night. So I only was there for 2 days. But holy shit, those 2 days were just like, as corny and cliche as it sounds, which I mean, at this point, I really don't care if it sounds corny and cliche. It was such a spiritual experience. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I hit the mic. I don't know how to describe it other than like it's spiritual. It was a spiritual experience. And there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about with AWA, but it'll go on forever. Like, I don't want this little talking head to go on for very long. I just want this to kind of be like a short and sweet little like spoken word thing I wanted to come out and record and put out. Just to get my thoughts out there. But yeah, I can kind of give some highlights though, because I mostly went to AWA to see Kaigai idols perform, which Kaigai idols are essentially just idols that are not based in Japan. They are based over here in the States or overseas away from Japan. Just your, usual idols, but Kaigai means overseas. So yeah. And I saw so many people perform that I've never heard of, and it was just awesome. Obviously seeing these people perform was one of the best parts of AWA, but I think to me the best part of AWA was being in the crowds that were watching these idols perform. Like, just seeing how loud, how loving, how supportive, and just how like batshit insane, in an affectionate, way. These people are like in the crowd was just so awesome. Like, seeing the Wotage like live in person was just like, holy shit, like these dudes and like girls too are like fucking going in. And I was like, I want to do that. I want to do Wotage. I want to practice. I want to go ahead and go to more idol events. And, this will get later into like what I want 2026 to be. But I want to go ahead and practice all of this stuff so I can show out, show up, and show off my love for idols. And like, I really feel like this not only kind of revitalized my love for idols, because I'd always been into idols. Love Live was my first ever like exposure to idols. That's why Muse is my favorite group. Ayase Eri is my favorite girl from Love Live in general, and of course there's Hololive, which the girls are idols there. But I never really delved deeper into the idol scene. I never really explored out of those like bubbles. I never did. And it wasn't until earlier in the year when I don't know how I found them, but there was these two, calling them cosplayers, would kind of like devalue them, I guess is how I want to say it. But Cherry and Rose, Cherry, who is more known for her like Blue Archive cosplays and content, and Rose is someone who is lesser known, but she's really known for showing off her love for Kagamine Rin, and works for Asayuru Maid Cafe based in Los Angeles as like a trainee maid, which I'll get into maybe later if I don't forget. But they are both members of Oyasumimi, which is a idol duo group based out of Los Angeles. And I had ran into their Instagram account just kind of browsing around, seeing videos and Instagram reels of them performing, and I was like I don't know what like caused me to be so captivated by them, but it was just something so captivating. And that's when I started following them, and that's when I started like getting slowly but surely into like the idol scene based out of Los Angeles. And then from there on, I started running into idols from like the northeast of America, like around the New York, New Jersey area, from the Florida area, from the Midwest. Like I started just like running into and following all of these like different idols from different parts of the country. And what's crazy was like I had already been following like technically two big idols in the Kaigai scene, Phoebe and Pengi, but I was really only following their like VTuber activities. I wasn't really keeping up with their idol stuff, like their IRL idol stuff. And so before AWA, I started like just delving into their idol stuff more and more, just to kind of catch up to date with them. And then that's when it really hit me. And this was actually what led me to making that last minute decision to go to AWA. It was to see how it was to see them perform live. And in the goal of seeing Phoebe and Pengi perform live, I, of course, like I mentioned before, was exposed to so many other people. If I can remember them, of course, there was Phoebe. When I first showed up at Anime Week in Atlanta, the Starlight Idol Festival, there was Bunny Sings, Cheery Girls, Kuro from Sweet Supernova. Who else? The big one of the big ones, Moeagi from Asayuru Maid Cafe, who I saw perform like 3 times because they performed 3 times over the course of the weekend. The ones I saw, and they were like, holy shit, they were just like phenomenal, dude. And then after the Starlight Idol Festival was the Made for You showcase, which was like a small compilation of performances based around maids. That's when I saw Pengi perform live for the first time. She was a butler, and her VTuber persona was like off to the side on the screen wearing a maid outfit. I also saw V Moe Cafe, which is an independent VTuber group that is based around maids, which was also really awesome to see them. And then I saw Heartstrings Maid Cafe, who did phenomenal. Asayuru Maid Cafe performed again. And then Saturday was, I believe, the day of less performances, but also still pretty good. Like I got to see like a couple of groups, some Love Live fan groups perform Love Live songs, like fan groups of Muse, Aqua, Liela, Arise, which was crazy to see. I also got to see one idol named Jenny Bon, who was, amazing in her own right as well. Then Pengi performed her solo, and Pengi was just like Okay, damn, I didn't know I joined into a goddamn calisthenics class, dude. Like, holy shit. I wore straight pants and I'm over here doing the fucking Mickey Jamboree dance, dude. Ugh. But it was awesome. And then Moe Age performed for me the last time that I would have seen them. And of course, they fucking killed it, as always. But, I don't want to go on like a whole ass tangent talking about AWA, because there's also like a ton of things that happened at AWA, like getting to meet all of the idols and people who performed at the festivals and at the stages and whatnot, which was also amazing in and of its own right. And also just exploring Artist Alley and just splurging money. Oh wait, I ran into Pillow Deer, who is an ASMR VTuber. Let me go on this little side tangent here, but it's such a funny story because I was walking around Artist Alley, just of course going around looking for stuff that I wanted to buy, and then I hear a voice behind me, a recognizable voice, and at first I thought, I was like, wait, that can't be her, right? Maybe I'm just imagining things, because Artist Alley is just full of like loud noises and voices, right? That you be like, is that who I think? No, it's not. Okay. So I thought nothing of it. And then the voice gets closer. And then I start listening in more, and then I'm like, okay, I'm not hallucinating. So then I turn around, and then I see Pillow walking around, like being displayed on like those like robotic like rolling machines that you guys would see VTubers on at conventions, right? And I was like, holy shit, what? Like, I wasn't expecting Pillow to be here, maybe because I didn't see her tweet announcing that she was walking around at AWA or something, I don't know. But I walked up and I just kind of like said hello. We exchanged a small little conversation, and I explained to her like, yeah, like, what you do for your community is, the whole cliche speech of like, your community is so awesome, what you do for your community is awesome, what you do is awesome, that whole speech thing that you would say to VTubers or just people in general that you admire. And I took a picture with her, and it's a funny picture because in one of my hands you could see like me holding my debit card, because I was just going around to so many booths buying shit that I was like, dude, it's a hassle to keep my debit card in my pocket, so I'm gonna just hold it in my hands, which of course is risky, because what happens if I dropped and all of a sudden my debit card is gone and now someone's fucking using it, but I just had a little chuckle out of it. But anyway, okay, away from the story. Sorry for that tangent. But Anime Week in Atlanta really just it changed my outlook on a lot of things, and it's also got me even more motivated, inspired, fired up to show a lot of love and appreciation, support to idols. And I really want 2026 to be the year to where I want to involve myself more as a fan in the idol scene, right? Because I feel like I really can't contribute anything creatively. I think I've just accepted that at this point. But I do want to show off my love for these people that dream of becoming idols, or who are already performing as idols. I just want to, show up and show out for them, just as they do for so many people. I have a friend of mine who, we're always talking about like how like, oh, we're gonna get you up here in the Northeast, and we're gonna do shit here, we're gonna like show up for idols. And at the beginning of all of those like talks, I was kind of jokingly saying like, yeah, we'll do something. But now I'm just like, oh, I'm going to make it happen one way or another to visit the Northeast, because I I just want to. I just want to see people succeed. Like, I think that's probably one of my biggest hopes, goals, resolutions, is to see all of the people that I admire succeed. You know, and of course there's a lot of people I admire, a lot of people I follow and stuff, but I truly hope to see everybody succeed. And I want to be there to cheer them on in their succession. I'm truly thankful for a lot of people that I've, spoken with over the course of this year, because it's really helped me open myself up more, and has also just, allowed me to be myself more and to really ignore, the very judgmental opinions of others. I want to go into 2026 really just not giving a fuck, like, let me go out and have my photo card keychain holders with a checky of my favorite idol on my hip. Like, I don't care. Let me go out with my Ida bag. Let me go out wearing, my nice anime shirts, my nice fucking fits. Like, I don't care. Like, I want to also do oshikatsu stuff, which is going out and just like taking pictures of like standees or checkies or whatever next to food, and or like just taking photos of your merchandise like around places. Like, I want to do that more, and not have to worry about it and give a fuck about how people perceive me as. Like why do you care? Like, I'm over here living my best life while you're over there just staring at me, judging me like, oh, look at this fucking weirdo. Like, okay, why do you care? Fucking losers. So that's what I really want out of 2026. I'm already showing a lot of love for people. For instance, there's one person named Kiki who's having like their own birthday live up in the Northeast on the 18th of January, and I've just been doing my best to show them so much love and praise, because I want people like them to succeed. What Ascends Frontiers as well, that organization group, I really want them to succeed as well. They've been doing so much good stuff just in 2025 alone, and I'm really excited to see what they have in store for 26. Continuing to show love for Oyasumimi, for Asayudo Maid Cafe, which I want to hopefully one day visit their maid cafe in Los Angeles, because fun fact, I don't live in Los Angeles. I live on the other side of the goddamn country, so I can't really go. But I really want to go and visit them. And just in general, continuing to show love to people that I already follow, or new people that I want to follow in the future. So I'm really excited about that. I think that's it for me. I guess I'll end it off with a couple of words to, if you've made it this far listening in. I'm very sorry this is a long one. I know I said I didn't want it to be a long one, but oops. Thank you for listening. To anybody listening who has ever interacted with me in one way or another, whether we just exchanged smaller words on Twitter, on Instagram, on Discord, it doesn't matter. I value you as an important person, and not just my life, but in just in general. Even while this fucking country is literally just going to shit day by day, I'm doing my best to not only ensure that I'm successful, but more importantly than that, I want to see, like I said, other people succeed. I want other people's dreams to come true. I want other people's goals to be achieved, and I want people to be happy. And that's really all I can ask for. It's just for all of my friends, all of the people that I've run into to be happy. Thank you for listening to a very long, diatribe from a hopeful person. Happy New Year's, everybody. Thank you.